Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Four Letter Nerd, a Hyro Geekix Unlimited production. Tonight, we're going to be talking about shows that should not have been canceled. We'd like to see a little bit more or a lot more, and some of us have great choices, and others, not so much. But let's get this rolling. With me tonight, as usual, is our button pusher, Ra. Reggie, please join us.
Hello and welcome, everyone.
How you doing tonight?
I'm doing well, madam. How about yourself?
I'm doing great, thanks. Next up
Good to
is
hear.
our black from the waist down, Bergie.
Damn right. No, I'm just kidding.
Welcome, and how are you tonight?
I am doing wonderful tonight, Kat. How about yourself?
I'm doing great, Daddy.
And it starts, and it's got nothing to do with me this time.
I just want to say that I did not pick any of these titles, but it's written there. So any comments towards Bergie tonight, please just refer to him as Daddy. He loves that.
The daddy is in.
And that's it. There are no other hosts tonight. So
All right.
just kidding.
Yes. Mayhem. You hear Mayhem screaming from New York. I'm here.
Let me just say,
I am so sorry I didn't see you there. Welcome, Mayhem. How are you tonight?
it is officially open war between you and Reggie. y'all ain't shit. All right.
Whoa, why is it y'all? What did I do?
Nothing but
worry.
love. Nothing
Give
but
me
love.
time.
Hi, Patrick.
What happened? What happened? Oh, I'm sorry. My finger slipped and I pushed the button. My bad.
Someone got muted already.
Aw.
Time out.
I can see that this is going to be a very spirited episode.
Spirited.
Isn't it always with us?
It is. And I apologize. Mayhem and I we're having a little bit of we're having some fun before the show, and it's carried over
fun.
into the actual show. So now I guess it's declared open war Mayhem on half the hosts. Bergie still is in his good graces, I think. We'll see how long that lasts. It's still early. It's still early.
Bergie, what's it like being in Mayhem's good graces? I've not been there ever. So tell me what it's like.
Lie. That
Tell
is
me
a
what it's
whole lie.
You know, it's rare. It's very unique.
Okay.
You know,
Excellent. That's good to hear. Good to hear.
In his mind is Beyonce's Alien Superstar playing. I'm too sick for this world. Anyway. So again, tonight's episode is on Tonight's episode is on shows that we wish hadn't been canceled.
Patrick, leave your other shows for us.
just put us on in the background, Patrick. That's what I
Patrick,
do.
I mean, we get it. Thank you for joining us for as long as you can.
Yep.
Always appreciate the support, whether it's 30 minutes or 30 hours. Because that's coming. We're going to do a marathon from Mayhem's apartment.
Yep, there we go. I'll go to New York. We're going to cram into his tiny New York apartment.
Hi, Greg. So anyway, to get this ball rolling, first up, we have Reggie, who's going to show us what shows we wish we could get more of. Please
Yes,
roll
and-
that beautiful footage for us.
Ooh, that beautiful foot. Yes, let's do that. All right, so my first one, it's a great one. I loved it as a kid. It only got one season, I do believe, and I wanted to see more of it.
Nice,
But
Patrick.
with the climate of today's America, this show would never be made. Period.
I'm intrigued now.
Oh, you should be, sir. You should be. Because this one is...
Watch
one
it
of
be
the
My
best
Little Pony.
shows.
What
Uh-oh.
happened to the cat?
Whoa! What's
Whoa.
it to the
What
cat?
happened to the cat? I did not do anything.
She is gone.
We
gone.
we
Man.
lost
What happened
the
to the cat?
we lost the glue. What happened to the
Oh,
glue?
That means it's time to get unhinged.
Oh, that's what we need. The three of us unhinged. We're
There
already
she
unhinged.
goes.
I'm gonna. What happened?
The universe. This was instant karma. I don't know.
You hit the wrong... Look, I
You
didn't
I
hit
even...
didn't touch
video, didn't you?
anything.
Uh-huh.
I don't have
Mhm.
access to any buttons. I was literally just sitting here. I'm like, oh, Mayhem kicked me off.
First of all,
And everyone,
You mean that? You mean that right there?
Straight up. I thought it was Mayhem.
it
Straight
was
up.
not me. I'm gonna keep my hands where you can see them. Plus the rhymes. But okay, okay.
Jeez, my eyes can see.
Y'all ain't shit tonight. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, blame. Yeah, we ain't shit tonight. It's our fault. Yeah, but wait.
Anyway,
Fun
let's.
fact. I didn't make this. I didn't. He made it himself.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
He
He
knows.
did. So anyway,
No
this
regret.
show could not be made today because of how things are in America,
It's me.
and that is the wonderful cartoon of
My Little Pony.
No,
My
Cops.
Little Pony doing the race thing. You don't wanna watch this. Sorry.
What? No. It's Cops. It's Cops.
I mean, there's a black there, and then a western. Is
And
the
what's
western
funny,
guy from
he
Texas?
is the police chief. He is the police chief. So there is that.
I don't remember that. Is that a knight in armor? Half cyborg?
So you have a
No.
RoboCop and a RoboDog.
right, a robo dog. Why would this show not be on the air, sir? I don't
Gee, I
think you're
don't
allowed
know.
to
Let's
pick shows
think
anymore.
about
Wait,
that.
and an officer with like samurai belt on, another one with shoulder pads, enough said, and a cowboy with a neck scarf. I don't know if where do they get these uniforms from?
I don't know, the
but
high-waisted
girl looks like
pants.
she was. The girl looks like she was on Captain Planet.
She looks like a trucker.
Oh, it was the girl from what was her
Oh
name?
my god! It was.
Wind. She turned
Oh my god! No.
off the ring and picked up a gun.
Climate
Oh,
was
high-waisted
tough back
pants.
then.
No.
man.
Oh man.
No,
She was
it
fighting
was
the
not.
climate
This
control.
came out before Captain Planet.
Oh,
Thank you.
so that's what she did.
Yes,
Okay.
this is Central Organization of Police Specialists. Each one of them had their own specialty that they
Yes.
did. The gentleman with the
I see
lovely
you
trench
thinking
coat,
that.
his name is BPV or Bulletproof Vest.
Wait.
What?
BPV.
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 It's not an
Bulletproof
STD.
Vest.
Okay.
That's
We're
that's the
going.
man's name.
That's
Because
where we're going with. Okay.
he got gunned down by the bad guys and decided, I want to take out the bad guys, and they straight up did a RoboCop on him, and they replaced him with robotic parts, and his chest is now bulletproof. It also has missiles. Just saying.
Do they come out of his nipples?
I was gonna say the titty missiles.
The whole chest.
Titty missiles.
So that's
Missile go.
Can we get a banner of that? Titty
that's
missiles.
where Austin Powers got it from for his fembots.
Ooh, there
I've
you go.
got titty missiles. Can you milk me?
I'm waiting for you to press the trigger. Good.
They
I
do,
mean-
Chandra. They so do.
Yeah, this is true, but yeah. But it was a decent show, but each
my
cop
God.
had their specialty that they did. This
Yep.
guy was long arm, and he actually had a handcuff that would shoot out and grapple people.
Yep.
You could have drawn anything in the world and you decided to draw a unibrow.
I
Oh,
mean,
I want to change
look,
my
it
name.
was
That's why it
amazing.
failed. That's why it failed.
Oh damn!
That unibrow.
But it was a great show.
Anyway.
It got its own comic book.
I
you can see
actually
here-
have this comic book signed. I have the #1 comic signed by one of the artists from it. I actually have this.
Nice.
Yep.
Very nice.
You
Pat
have it
Broderick.
signed.
So
You have
there
it
you go.
signed
You can see
Universal?
Long Arm and his stuff, and you can see more of BPV right here, where he's more robot than man. But they put that gun in a very auspicious place.
Reggie, I'm sorry. Let me ask you this. I apologize. What's his
Uh,
name? again?
just a friendly reminder, everyone, if you are referring to Bergie at all in the comments, it's Daddy. It's not Bergie.
Titty missiles. Titty missiles.
Oh my god!
Oh my gosh.
You guys
Daddy
Yeah.
Titty Missiles Bergie.
Ah!
I'm gonna have Loesch put that on your badge for airing.
Oh my god. I would too.
Ah,
I'm drinking.
I know he would.
but it was a great cartoon. I enjoyed watching it. It came out right before the actual Cops TV show did.
Mhm.
And, it was like nice little tie-in that they did. And they're like, oh, look, Cops and Cops. Yeah, let's do this. And it was great at the time. I would not watch this. That's
Yes, Ray. Yes.
Excellent titty gun, titty missile. But yeah, I don't think that this show would gain too much traction these days.
I mean, I don't know.
This would be on Cartoon Network probably after like midnight, I'd say.
I can't
Yeah.
So you
wait.
said it's Adult Swim.
Yeah.
Adult Swim.
Yeah,
run.
I would say Adult Swim. I
Okay.
can
Yeah.
see it.
You know,
I can see
I can
it.
see that. I
I
can see
can't
that.
wait till we get picked up and then canceled for the raunchy shit that we say.
Right? It'd be
How do
great.
you guys?
We get canceled a year into it. Oh my god, how do you feel? It's about
We'd be like
their
on
time.
like Friday. How'd you get fired on your day off? First hour into the show, we're canceled.
We were signed at minute 1, and then we were let go at minute 3.
Have you heard
Yes,
about
yes, we
titty
were.
missiles?
Titty
Have you
Missile
heard about our
McGee.
Lord and Savior, Titty Missile?
I would preach to that. I would
Oh.
preach to that. I subscribe.
Let's put
Yeah.
that on a T-shirt. Who's got a cricket?
I'll watch this over the new Velma.
Well, a lot of
Patrick,
people-
you win. When we get shirts in, I'm sending you one. Thank you.
Titty Missile.
Titty missile. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Steve,
Hi, Steve.
you are in for a show.
Oh yeah.
It's already off
Reggie,
to a good start.
what
We
else?
got-
What do we got? What do we got next?
All right, so more cops. This is more of the lineup of everybody, but it was a decent show. I enjoyed it.
Is that
I
a
don't think it
fist
would fly
missile?
today.
Whoa.
Next
Is
is one of my
Is that the
favorite
name of a sex
shows
toy?
ever. Oh, you know this one. You know this one, do
I know
you?
this one too.
I
What,
do.
oh God, what was this one
It's
called?
right there. It's right there, Bergie. It's right there.
Shows that ended too soon.
Was this actually called NASA?
No, close. That first thing you were gonna say, I heard it coming. That first thing you're gonna say before NASA.
I wanted to say Space
NASA.
Camp.
Yeah.
Close. It is
Space NASA.
above and beyond.
I remember
This
this
was-
show.
My show, bruh. In between Next Generation and Deep Space Nine, this was my jam. And then it was like a combination of Babylon 5 and Star Trek, and they mashed it together, and it was dope.
Hi, Mike from the second window down.
Yes.
Where are the titty missiles located in this?
There are no titty missiles in this one, sir. I do apologize.
No wonder it got canceled.
Front of the ship. Front of the ship, where they should be.
You can't
And
cancel
the
it because it
problem
doesn't
is
have titty
me.
missiles. You
Yeah.
can't cancel
I mean,
it
you
'cause it doesn't-
can, but it's probably
mean,
not the
you
best
can.
choice.
But you shouldn't.
So if this doesn't
Can't
have titty
make a cow
missiles,
if it doesn't have nipples.
does it have a crotch rocket? I'm just curious.
You know,
Is that an option?
You know, I've always wanted to improve my crotch rockets.
Part of the expansion pack.
There you go. DLC.
It's definitely a DLC.
DLC.
It's
Yes.
limited.
Anyway,
At some point.
aside from titty missiles, this is one of the greatest sci-fi shows that I ever watched. Like the drama was constant, and I was telling y'all about this one previously, where like one of their biggest enemies were the
I love the
androids
fact he's
that
going
gained
on.
sentience,
I love this for him.
and they love gambling, and that was their biggest weakness and strength because they revolted against the human race. Because literally, someone programmed take a chance into their software.
So you could have defeated them with a pack of cards.
Quite possibly, yes. Everything they did was calculated gambling, literally calculated gambling.
But
But
got a roulette table. We need to take out this entire fleet.
right,
Put
but
them up against K2SO.
Come on, Black 65.
but it was basically Star Trek where we're out exploring, and the aliens they weren't nice. It was basically when we first met the Klingons and the Romulans, and they said get the fuck out, and that was
Yes.
all aliens.
Yes,
They're
that's
like,
fake. Yes.
get out, we don't like you, go die on your rock. And we were like, we just want to go look for new places, and they were not about it at all.
Okay.
A new meaning to
All right.
Russian roulette. Speaking of Russian roulette, we actually played Russian roulette to see who goes first. Technically, Bergie lost his chance
He
to
did
go
not.
last.
It was rigged.
I think it was rigged.
It
That's
was
cool.
rigged.
That's
I
cool.
know
You know
it was
what?
rigged.
We can play this game right now with
Nah,
the
nah,
people
let's-
here.
No, it's
Continuing
been
on.
settled. You can
So-
be angry about it, but you're still going next.
I don't want to follow Reggie. I want a chance.
No chance. Oh wait, what's that? Take a chance? Oh, huh? How apropos for the series we're talking about. Look at that.
I'm gonna
Wonderful.
remove myself. Screw that. That was just hard. Lots of love. Lots of love. Sorry.
Yeah, I enjoyed the crap out of this show
How long did
because
it go for?
I think it was one season. Let's see.
Who's James? Is that the?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's not one. It was 5. It just all meshed in my head, and I just enjoyed it. It ran for 5, but they didn't end it with a proper ending. Like the main character, the last episode, you literally watched this man go to save his woman. What was his whole motivation for being in the military?
Mhm.
He goes to save her, and it ends on a cliffhanger of whether he saved her or not.
Can
I'm like,
we really say that it was ended before its time if
yes.
it had 5 seasons?
Oh, I'm sorry. There's a pick on this list that got a proper ending. That somebody that's going after me chose.
Ooh,
I can't wait to see what that is.
Huh? Yeah, it got a complete
Because that definitely.
ending.
Someone who lives
Ending.
in a glass
The
house should not be
story
walking around
started,
naked.
had a middle,
Let me
got
tell you something about
canceled,
my glass
came
window.
back, canceled, came back for the final story. Yet
Huh?
it's on the list.
Yes, but I have a quid quo, whatever. I have
quid pro quo.
fuck that word. I got a reason. How about that? Lots of love. Y'all stay
Why?
black.
Why? I got a reason. I didn't get my final, my final, fulfillment of what the hell's happening at the end of this war. The war is in like top gear when the show ended, and I'm like,
Hold on. Patrick
What's
said
going
it was an anime, excuse me, me and my girl loved, but for some reason only made 2 damn episodes. Probably production costs and it wasn't justified, you know?
it more likely with
No
anime.
titty missiles.
There you go. No titty.
There you go. Hashtag no titty misses.
No titties.
No third episode.
It had 2 after that was done.
You had one
Yeah.
job. Where's the titty misses?
Hey, is there titty missiles?
what?
Not yet. We're done. We're
Wow.
done. All right, but yeah, I enjoyed it. It was out. It was actually, it was more like Halo without Spartans, which isn't really all that great.
Now you know
Now
how
that I
most
think
women
about it,
feel.
so-
No happy endings. What?
Chandra
She
chose
speaks for all
violence.
of us.
Strong guys.
She speaks for all of us.
Chandra chose
Next.
violence. I love you, Chandra. Chose violence.
Ooh, I-
Reggie, what else you got for
no comment.
So after this, I got one of my favorite shows, and it should have gone longer than what it did, and that is The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. And
Was
bruh,
this one on Netflix?
it was.
It was.
suffered the Netflix curse. It got
Ah.
2 seasons. It got canceled. We complained. They gave us a final season where they crammed like
Which
I
was
believe they
half-assed,
said like
most
3
likely.
seasons worth of stuff into 1 season. No, but we were happy for that, but I wanted it to keep going. Like, bruh, this was a dope show. Especially the episode where it went and showed the alternate dimension. It was great. They actually brought in the original aunties for the show. It was great.
I just want to be problematic.
It was
and
great.
say- I say
Ooh,
3
why did you
seasons
do
or
that,
more.
computer?
3 seasons or more. I don't know.
And one of my favorite actresses, Michelle Gomez, was in this.
Mhm.
She was
Netflix
played
is a
Missy
joke,
on Doctor Who. I mean, the
Mhm.
cast for this was really outstanding.
See, she knows what's it was trash because they rushed way
They
too
did.
much stuff.
Oh,
They did, but the actress that played Prudence, and anyway, it was cast very well.
It was.
It was cast very well, but it wasn't executed.
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
It
they
was
half-assed
Netflix's
that
main
last
problem.
season.
Okay.
and that was
They
it
crammed
was
way too
very
much.
strong until they decided to cancel it. I did sincerely enjoy the show very much.
Okay.
Right? And like seriously, look, it's the devil. The devil, man. Well, actually, no, that's a demon sent by the devil, who is her dad to go get her.
Wait, so it's Demon Daddy? Devil
Technically,
Demon
yeah.
Daddy?
Yes, the actual Satan is her father.
That sounds like a big king.
Because I would say daddy's right here. I don't know.
Woo!
Lucifer Morningstar
There you go.
is
I don't
her
think that's where we're
dad.
going.
And not that Lucifer Morningstar, not
And not
that
the
one, not
sexy.
one-
Well, this one was pretty sexy too, but not the sexy one that we like. That
not the British one.
Lucifer. Well, he was British too, wasn't he?
Was
Why
he?
do we always play the
He was
devil's got to
something.
be British?
Because
Do you have
it's
something against
sexy.
the British?
I
Yes.
got nothing to say about that.
I think a lot of people have something against the British.
Yes, Netflix ended Voltron Legendary Defender too soon, 100%.
That got like 6 seasons though.
It was still too soon. They didn't end it properly. I hate that fate. The Winks out. I had 2 seasons, but it got canceled for season 3. Not sexy Lucy. Cool. All right. I'm gonna fall back. Reggie, please continue.
Less sexy Lucy.
Mhm.
Yeah, so it was a
Not
great
the
show.
same.
Like seriously.
I
Granted,
love the
yeah,
relationship between Dorcas and I'm sorry, I forgot the other girl's name. I loved that whole.
like the seriously,
Coven.
the 3 of them had great
Yeah.
character
Why,
development.
why does this just remind me of The Craft? Right
That's
now?
what it was meant to make you think of.
You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, that was definitely purposely.
Actually, they did an
crafted that way.
episode based on The Craft.
Oh.
They did pull in pop culture references to witches and like other things like that and put them in the show. It wasn't like heavy handed, but it was
Mhm.
like it was there. It was like, boom, look at this nod, and you're like, oh, gotcha.
And then they like pulled a quick one.
Mm.
Yes, they did. And this is what she looked like when she was using the wrong type of magic, typically her dad's magic. But hey, she had to get things solved.
Dark magic.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit. And they're the aunties right there. So they look very similar to the two on the show.
Yeah.
And their relationship had more drawn out in this version than the original series version. And it was just that much better in this version, in my opinion.
Absolutely. I agree. If you haven't seen it,
Do it.
Watch it.
Pull the trigger.
Watch it.
Watch at least a couple episodes. It's worth it.
I mean, it's worth it. I think it is. And those
Reggie,
are my
do you
picks.
have any honorable mentions or anything to throw in there?
I have no honorable mentions today.
Oh, you are in the minority.
I know.
Next up, we have, much to his disappointment,
30 minutes of fun.
Let's
2
do
hours
it.
of
Guys, the
disappointment.
same thing. All right, 30 minutes. Here we
And
go.
by the way,
our darling Mayhem. Please give us your choice. I'm sorry, Reggie. What you're going to
and
say?
because no, you're fine. I'm just gonna complain about Mayhem again. That's all. So because I always go last with my picks to make sure we have the least amount of overages, this bastard went and picked my top pick.
Boo!
Exactly.
Tomato.
Boo.
Tomato.
Boo Mayhem. Boo this man.
Listen.
Boo this man.
I got to see what he picked first before I boo.
All right, so
Children.
You
Children.
boo, it's a really good pick. It's
Okay.
I'm
Mom,
upset that
it's
I didn't
my
get
turn
the
to speak. Thanks.
Who's
So,
got the spirit
Anyway,
stick?
so Mayhem chose this one, and I didn't appreciate it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I try my hardest to come here and wow you guys. But first, I want to let you know, Avada Kedavra. Anyway, Avada Kedavra, the new Harry Potter game. I'd be like, Avada Kedavra, Accio, bacon, egg, and cheese. Anyway, was Firefly on this list? No, it was not. But you know what? We can add it.
The show's still young.
How many
Very
seasons is it? Is it 3?
It's you.
It's
All
you.
right, we'll look into that later. Steven, if you know the seasons, please let us know.
Firefly only had one.
One.
Yeah.
There's one?
Yeah,
they
one.
made a
Just
movie.
one.
Okay. Well,
Serenity.
Right. Serenity now.
Anyway,
So-
go ahead with your pick. Sorry.
Man, what's
so
your first
the
pick?
first one is a classic. We've all seen it on Saturday night cartoons. It is none other Darkwater, the Pirates of
I agree.
Darkwater. Let me tell you, we technically got 2 seasons. Was it 21? 21 episodes.
Mhm.
I don't remember that shit. Okay, I remember one season, and this
Yeah.
motherfucker, I think he found 2 of those goddamn things, and he was like, they only got more. And I'm like, go get it, and we never saw it again.
Right?
Why are they not even giving us a comic book or something to complete this thing or
It
something?
just fell off the face. You know what I think happened? If I'm gonna be honest with you, because they said a Hanna-Barbera classic, right? It was probably a lot of stereotypes, and they were like, you know what? Burn it, bury it. It never happened because somebody probably got sued. There was probably an episode.
Just from this art right here, I'm like, oh,
Yeah, you
Oh,
know.
oh.
So
But
it
this
was
is something that should definitely be made again.
I do have a third picture. I just want to see if I have a third picture, unless you went through it again. So, like that character, like it was so amazing. If you've seen this, if you find it, watch it again. It is so amazing. I still want to know what the hell's up with this half-broken sword. That's a key. I want to know how all these things happen. It was such a great show, and they just said, you know what? Fuck your expectations. Cancellation. And you know what's
we know
crazy?
why. As adults, we know why.
Yeah, like, and you know what the crazy thing is? A lot of us still came back looking for it. Like, will it ever come back? But it never came back.
It
Once
did.
again, 2 seasons, which I don't remember the second season ever. I only remember the first, maybe you guys. And it jumbled up episodes. That's the
It
worst.
did.
We
That
never
was the
did
worst
get
part.
yeah,
There's
we
no
never did get
continuity.
right. Yeah, so and it 21 episodes. So we're gonna move
Yeah.
forward. This
Hey, Netflix, could you disappoint us and make a 3rd season?
Please.
Right?
only got 3 seasons, which is a damn shame because it's the greatest cartoon of all time. Arguable, but I say I hear you. I've
But
been
it
looking
did
for
get
the
a
past
funny
week.
or die skit.
Oh, yeah. Don Cheadle? The
Yes.
best.
Yes, it is. Captain
Treat,
Planet,
treat,
motherfucker.
treat, treat,
All right.
treat.
So I want to go to my next one. I'm waiting for the thing to pull up. This one's a personal favorite of mine. I don't know if you guys know this one, Candidate Goddess or Candidate for Goddess Gundam. If you look it up, it was a Cartoon Network. My baby's crying. I'm sorry. What's going on? You want some Jack? I don't think she's ready to drink.
I don't
Anyway,
even- I don't even know how this one got canceled. Look at those titty missiles.
this was on Tsunami. I think it was late at night, and I used to stay up for it. Okay. Oh, my baby is crying. I'm sorry, guys. So it lasted, I think, 12 episodes. We got one goddamn season, and that was it. We never got it again. It was great. Now, everybody who's watched Gundam knows the pretty much message of Gundam is war is stupid, politics gets everybody killed. You know what I'm saying? Everybody fights about power. But this one, like, this seemed to be like, hey, we need people. There's a big threat coming around. We need the kids. There's a reason. I forgot their names because it's been so long ago. I don't care. It seemed really interesting. The cat fur baby girl was like really interesting. She was super. It was just a dope concept. And then you know what we got? Shit. We got
Furries.
shit. Well, I mean, yeah, they've been around for the longest. But hold on. That's what happens when anime, because they want you to read the manga, which is true. But like, this could have been argued. I don't know. I haven't read the manga, but if this is as good as I think it could be, it could have been like the next Demon Slayer before it happened. You know, where it's like we had such great concepts shown on the actual TV.
Was this early 2000s?
2000.
Yeah, actually 2000 exactly.
Really?
Yeah.
Because the animation reminds me of that. That's why I figured.
January 10th to March 27th. I had to look that up.
Oh, wow.
2000, all in the same year. And I was like, you son of a... Anyway, let's move forward. It could have been great. Yeah, I agree with you, Patrick. Patrick be knowing. Let's move on to my next one.
Hey, look, it's that show that got an actual ending.
Didn't you get like 6 years too?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So what happened was Samurai Jack, right, got 5 seasons. After the 4th season, they had canceled it, right? And then it came back years later. Now, 5th season is amazing. 5th season is fucking amazing. He kills people now, you know? Right. And technically, you're going to hear it first. Samurai Jack is a victim of Stockholm Syndrome. I said it. How is that possible? If you've seen the ending, you know what I'm talking about. Who did he marry? All right. Anyway, the reason why I put this on my list is because when they jumped from 4 to 5, the continuity was messed up and they never addressed it. So they canceled it before they had the time to actually flesh out everything, which for the previous 4 seasons, they did pretty well. Gennady,
Tartakovsky.
Thank you very much, Mr. Gennady T, and all his creations, with the exception of like Powerpuff Girls and Dexter's, whatever, you know, like followed a very strict continuity, and it was amazing. So I said this was canceled because they didn't follow continuity, but they gave us in the meantime, look at this great animation, and it was great. It made me wet in my no spot. My honorable mention as the baby goes away. Bye, baby, I love you. No, not that one. That was amazing, but not that one. Spider-Man. Now you're probably thinking, Mike, you out of your goddamn mind. You 100%
not with
right.
this one.
They promised us an ending. Who here saw him go meet Mary Jane after he beat whatever, and then Madam Web let him there? Because I never saw that goddamn episode. They claim they aired it. Those mother ninjas did not. They did not, and they never.
I saw this man was him walking through that damn portal, and that was the end of the episode.
Listen, Reggie, you and I don't agree with a lot of things, okay? For fun, for trolling. Yes. But I'm here with you, brother. I'm here with you, brother. Yeah. We got.
Yeah. Listen here, brother.
I fucking hate you. We got 65 episodes.
I'm seasons. Sorry. Okay? That was the worst Macho Man I've ever.
I thought that was Hulk Hogan. I thought that was Hogan. Come on, brothers. Later, Patrick.
I've not learned about the Hogan I do for the show.
God,
they're not supposed to be the best.
Okay, so listen. We got 65 episodes, 5 seasons. I never did see that 65th episode. Okay. Madam Web said, I'll bring you to Mary Jane. You know what happened? I mean, some of us got introduced to Mary Jane. Mary Jane.
I'm in love with Mary Jane.
Can we?
Curse you!
Oh, we're definitely cursed.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Yeah. So we never did get that ending, and I call bullshit because I deserve an ending, and I didn't remember seeing it at all on Channel 5. And you know what the fucked up thing is about it? They even showed the 65th episode nobody saw, and then showed the whole 5 seasons again throughout the year, and still didn't show the goddamn ending. Did we ever get a proper ending to Saved by the Bell? Didn't they come back?
We
Screech?
we went to college
They went to
and
college years, and then they put it back
we
on
have a
Hulu.
new Save the Bell with them as a
Aren't those kids
adults.
cracked out? Like on
No,
drugs
only
or whatever?
one. That's the
Only
only
one.
Dustin.
He passed
That's-
away.
Only Dustin.
Oh shit, I didn't know that. So then
Yeah,
I can't
Screech
say that.
died.
I apologize. That's not nice. That's what she
He
said.
did-
You
even
did
did
see
porn.
though. He did porn?
Yep.
Was he good at it?
Okay, and next up, thank you very much.
Was he 30
Mayhem.
minutes of fun?
Minute 22.
I'm in
is
love
just
with
now.
Mary Jane.
Why is so
Professor
much of
safe
what
to
I learn
say.
on this show stuff I don't want to know?
Welcome to us.
Mary Jane.
Uh, Mayhem, did you have anything else with Spider-Man the last on your list?
He
that
did
was
a
it.
thing where he crossed over with wizards. It was something about Luminoso, the weed or something, Luminosa, the marijuana, something like that. But that's about it. That's all I got.
I
don't
don't think
think
that's
he
canon.
I don't even know what that was.
Neither does he.
It was gibberish.
Well,
Duplicados.
thank you so much for your
That's right.
contributions. I think.
Wait,
Thank
hold on. Jokes aside. I'm my goddess, candidate for Gundam, right?
mhm,
We have Samurai Jack,
mhm,
Spider-Mans, okay?
mhm.
And then you remember my first Pirates to the Dark Water? Those were
Mhm.
great examples, fam.
They were. I'm
We
not
said they
disputing
weren't.
that.
So why you said thank you for my contribution, I guess.
No, because of where you ended it.
Right?
Oh, where would you like me to end it?
No, we're
You-
good
it's
right
on you.
now.
It's-
Thank
it's
you
already
so
in.
much. Thank you so much for your time.
But I have 25 minutes.
Oh, I guess he is done.
I did not do that. I don't have access to that. I'm
don't
not
have
getting
the
blamed
power.
for that. Not getting blamed for that.
He'll never
Oh,
catch you.
Steve, too soon. Too soon.
It's never too
Right?
soon.
It's never too soon for that.
Okay, so next is me and Reggie. I sent you another one that I thought of while we were sitting here, and I apologize if you're not able to get it up. That's fine. I'll just talk about it. But I think I
Will
picked
give me my
more.
25 minutes. Okay.
I picked more, I think, than anyone because this was really difficult for me. There are a lot of things that I got invested
Uh-oh.
in, and then I felt we didn't get a good resolution to.
Oh, okay. That's a good one. Okay.
Thank you. So if you just want to pull one of them up and we'll get started.
Of course. Start with the first one.
Oh my god.
So this show, Sensei, I really love the concept of that.
Yeah.
And it kind of leans into like you're in a situation and you wish you had the resources, the knowledge, the talent to accomplish things. And now they're connected in these pockets of 8 and they can just call upon each other for their strengths to get through certain situations. And I always really enjoyed those scenes. I really love the soundtrack. We did get a movie to kind of wrap things up, but I do think that they wrapped up some things, but left it so open-ended. And I would have been very happy to learn more. Stellar cast. If you're not uncomfortable with a lot of sex and LGBTQ plus people and some like very loose concepts of matter, then this is the show for you. Again, soundtrack is phenomenal.
Show's phenomenal. I enjoyed
It really was. It
I
really
still
was.
need to watch the second season in the movie, but that first season, it just knocked it out the park.
I really loved the portrayal from each of these characters. I really loved each of the individual things that they brought. You have a scientist, you have a doctor, you have a tech nerd, you have a fighter, you have a martial artist, which yes, the fighter and the martial artist are 2 different things.
Yep.
And how they call upon each other and make each other stronger and are just like this. I don't want to use the word, I think it's a cluster is the word that they used in the show. It's been a while since I've watched it, but again, if you're not uncomfortable with these things, which I hope in this day and age, nobody is, this is a fantastic show. And I really think you're missing out if you're not watching it.
Fair.
I think that they had a lot more story to tell. And I'm sorry that I don't get to see it.
Because Netflix.
I did watch
Wow.
OA Chandra, another great
oh
show.
my God, that show was good.
I watched that as well.
Season 3. they better be making season 3 because I haven't heard that it's been canceled.
No, I haven't
Man.
heard that it's been canceled either, and I did enjoy the first 2 seasons as well. That's a great show.
It is.
Next, please. We talked about this show when we were watching the trailer.
Oh, yes.
Terra Nova, we've used up our resources. They're looking for a utopia for people of Earth to go to, and they decide to go into the past and build a civilization here. It's a different premise because we know where we're going. We're consciously doing it. We're trying to be prepared as possible, and they have chosen like this group of specialists. You have military, you have scientists, you have botanists, medical people, and they're kind of starting with technology, but they're also starting from scratch. And we only got 2 seasons, I think, right? 1 or 2. I should have looked it up. I don't remember. Not enough. I really enjoyed this show, and I really like the stories that they were building. I have another picture, I think, of
This was a good
cast.
show.
It really was. I know that you said that there's something similar on right now.
La Brea,
which I don't have access to. I don't have that streaming service, but I really, really enjoyed this show, and I was really bummed when it got canceled. And it's like, of course, I find a show that I actually enjoy, and it gets canceled while other shows just drag on forever.
Terra Nova only had 1 season.
Thank you.
Yeah,
And isn't that
13
Steve?
episodes.
Is that Steven? I forget his last name from the Avatar films. Our bad guy.
That's Jason O'Mara.
The guy behind him, on top of the truck.
Yes, that is Stephen Lang.
Oh yes, Stephen Lang. Yes,
Stephen Lang. Yes, plays a brilliant bad guy, and in this one, he kind of rides the line. Great show. And then next, Reggie.
Hold on. My
Hurry up, Reggie! Kill the DJ.
My mouse is not mousing.
This one is twofold because as a child, I loved Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling. I loved watching it on Saturday mornings, and I was very upset when it was canceled. It was something that I felt was like for me, because the stories were funny. I love the characters like Fiji and her little sister, which I forgot what she was called. This show was a great rendition of that. It was funny. It was heartfelt. Some great wrestling scenes. I love the costumes. I love the stories that they were telling and the quirky characters. Very talented cast. And I was very bummed that they decided not to keep going with it because it truly deserved way more.
It's that Netflix curse. If it's something that's borderline, Netflix is just gonna drop it. If it's not like raw, the ratings go, Netflix is gonna be like, no, we're good.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that this didn't get more people watching it. I thought,
when did it come
at
out?
least for nostalgia sake, it would have been popular. During the pandemic, I think.
I think they were playing around. But let's be real. Netflix right now is in a bind when it comes to money. So I think maybe something like this they would probably want to pursue, but they like to pursue new things and
but this was also set in the 80s, so that has its own fun twist to it too. So you get like a lot of the 80s fashion, music, the technology from them. You see the old TVs and just how they used to schmooze people and like the cell phones and everything. It was a lot of fun. And I would have liked to have seen more of this.
Even though I didn't watch it, I like how you described it. I would watch it 100%.
3 seasons,
Yes.
not nearly enough.
Understood.
It's all right. We got 5 seasons.
Is that about what the show got in the 80s too? I don't know. Didn't go on for that long either.
Oh, Glow did not last long. It was maybe 1 or 2 years, and then they joined in with WWE, and they basically became
just kind of phased out completely.
They were basically managers more, and then they did bring a few of them in to wrestle every once in a while. It's kind of like a gimmick. It wasn't as big as it is now. Now it's like, hell, they had a all women's Royal Rumble this year.
And I want to give a shout out to Chyna and Lita for leading the charge on that. I do believe those two really opened the door for female wrestlers in our new day and age.
Fair enough.
And next,
let's do it.
Just another picture of that. This was an honorable mention. So, Steven, we got you. I put this down as an honorable mention because I think that it has the fandom that it does because we only got one season in that film. So we can imagine everything that it could have been. And I don't know if they had continued with this show, because even in the airing of it, they aired the episodes out of order.
Yeah.
And that was part of the reason why the show didn't do that well. But even when you get to watch it from beginning to end, especially now with newer eyes, some of the dialogue is problematic. Some of the characters' personalities, I don't think would fly as much right now. And on a rewatch, isn't going to be as successful. But when it hit, and it hit the right people, this show was everything. And Summer Glau in that fight scene, River in Serenity, taking on all of those Reavers. That is something I will never forget. Badass girls doing badass things.
And of course, my favorite part is the leaf on the wind. Watch how it soars.
The amount of
with that, and I love
the
it.
amount of stabbing jokes that we get in there, like a wash. There's a
Yeah.
that
Have you
it's
watched
not
your
nice.
spear? You run
It's
it
not
through the
nice.
wash.
It's not nice.
But they're funny.
Maybe. And then I had another honorable mention, if you don't mind pulling that one up. Freaks and Geeks. This is another one that I think was successful in that season because it was a pocket. Judd Apatow, one of the first things that he did, it was the right people at the right time. But I think that if we had gotten more time, I don't think it would have resonated as much. So although I lament that it was canceled too soon, I think it was probably for the best that we only just got that one season that we can look back at and enjoy. And again, see ourselves in and kind of tell the story from there ourselves. And then the last one that I added in last minute, because I can't believe I forgot it, Dark Matter. I think we got 2 seasons of this.
What was Dark Matter about? This seems familiar.
All right, so they're on a ship called the Raza. I have that tattooed on my forearm, excuse me. This group of people wake up on a ship with amnesia. They have no idea who they are. They have no idea how they got there or what's going on. So they assign each other numbers in order of when they woke up from cryo sleep. So it's 1 through 5. No, that's wrong.
I mean,
6.
1 through 7. 1 through 6?
6.
But there's
And
7 people on the thing.
Yeah,
Someone
because
got
one
added
of them,
later.
one was
Okay.
a stowaway.
Gotcha.
And then there's the story of them trying to figure out who they are and how they got here, but also changing as people. And as they find out who they were before going into this cryogenic and having losing their memory and everything, reconciling or having to face who they were as they now become better people that are kind of like almost like an A-team in space. It was, the first season was super strong, really engaging, really loved the show. The second season wasn't as successful, but was still pretty solid. And then they just ended up canceling it. I think after the second or third season, I apologize for not remembering how long any of these shows were. But all I know was it wasn't enough. I would love to see more of this. And the ship's name was Raza. Beautiful ship. Android was amazing. The episodes were clever and new and tackling things that I kind of wish that we could revisit now.
Okay.
So, and this was on Sci-Fi, but I ended up watching it, I think, on Netflix.
Oh, Sci-Fi. I missed that channel.
And these are my picks. Thank you for listening.
Thanks for coming to her TED Talk, everybody. Thank
You know, we did a great job.
Well, you guys were so quiet while I was talking. I'm like, am I the only one that watched any of these things?
Yes.
Yeah.
Watch them all.
Yes. Yes. Don't let them feel you. No, these are great picks. I think when it comes to you, we try to be as quiet as possible. But Bergie, good luck, buddy. We're gonna
I'm screwed.
I appreciate that, but please feel free.
Mayhem.
to
It's
chime in.
it's called Daddy.
Now, last but not
Padre.
least, we have our
Padre.
daddy, titty missile Bergie, black from the waist down,
Give me 1 second.
drinking Cavassier.
He took himself out.
We lost our unglue.
We lost the turpentine
We
to our glue.
did. Bum, bum, bum.
Oh,
But
wow.
finally, saving the best for last, I'm sure. Please take it away, Daddy.
I hope you save the best for last. We'll see if my picks do well. Reggie, launch my first one.
There you are, sir.
So this was a TV show that was out in 2004. It was like an amazing show, and this had a lot of great casts that were in it. And this was basically Veronica Mars, Kristen Bell, who was a high school student who decided to basically solve crime in her in between English class, in a way you could say. This had a great cast of characters in the show. A lot of people went on to other things from this, and this was a great jumping board for them. This show was like, I want to say 4 seasons, but 3 regular, and then a 4th season came later. What the hell are they doing?
If you two could knock it off, this is Bergie's time.
Started it.
Hey, pay attention. There'll be a quiz later.
I'm putting you both in timeout.
Not a quiz. I gotta go.
Sit on your hands.
Hey, get back in here. But this show, like, I absolutely love this show because of the simple fact of the cast in it was top notch. Kristen Bell did a great job in this with trying to solve the crimes that she did, from murders in high school, murders in, basically around the city, to, bombings, different types of things. She partnered up with her dad, who was, his name was Keith Mars on the show, obviously, but his real life is Enrico Calentoni. If anybody ever watched Galaxy Quest, he was one of the aliens in it, and absolutely hilarious. Dude is a phenomenal actor.
Fantastic.
Percy Daggs III was the black kid behind Veronica. Phenomenal acting in this show. He did such a great job with it. He was like the spunky best friend in a way. This show was fantastic. They did 3 seasons. They came back for 4th, and then they did a movie. The movie lacked it for me. It was so popular, like people like Paris Hilton was on this, J.K. Simmons, Patton Oswalt. You had cast of people from, the early 2000s on that were very famous in Hollywood that wanted to be on the show because the show was doing so well on the old CW. I don't know what it was called at that time. It was
probably called
the
the
CW now.
It was
The
CW.
WB.
Was it called CW? The WC. That's what it was. It was called
WB.
No,
WC.
what
The WB.
WB.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, WB.
I don't know. They have a thing with the alphabet.
It was the WB. You were correct the first time. Don't listen to these funs and noons. Please keep going.
Thank you. I appreciate it. But this show was like just absolutely amazing. I absolutely love this show. This is one of those ones I was obsessed with when it was on TV back then, because I like stuff that has that, like what Chandra is saying, Nancy Drew style, like the Hardy Boys. It was basically a mystery. It was very good. It was well written. This show was fantastically written. And it kind of reminded me of like Josh Whedon when he did Buffy and Angel, like the dialogue between the characters. It seemed very smooth, didn't seem far-fetched. It wasn't like pressured. Like you could tell they were reading from a script. So this was one of my favorite shows back then. There is talks of them trying to redo it and put it on Hulu. I don't know if it'll work now as adults. And everyone knows Kristen Bell has starred in a couple of, blockbuster animated movies for, Disney. She's Anna in Frozen 1 and 2.
Not to mention The Good Place, another amazing show.
Yes.
Is
And this was the movie. This was the image from the movie that they did. And I didn't see the movie because it just didn't interest me when I watched the trailer, and I was like, wow, this looks really bad. Like it went downhill for me.
Well, this is one of those things that we talk about a lot, that some things translate better into a TV show than you do a film. And this absolutely read like a TV movie that I don't think we needed.
No.
Is Angel from Buffy still the hot guy everybody cleans over? Just out of curiosity.
No,
anymore.
everybody likes Spike.
Yep.
Yeah,
Spike?
Yeah,
Spike James Monsters.
Didn't he have a show after that? Bones? Was it Bones?
Yes.
Yes.
Was on
Angel
10
was on
10
Bones.
years.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. Now he's on Unit 6 or something, I think it is.
I think it was
All right. So
yeah,
I'm gonna
some
say
military show.
Yeah.
I did not watch it fully all the way, but did he die as a vampire, come back as a human? I'm confused.
No, he came back with a soul.
No, he had sex with her, and that gave him a soul because he found true love, and he got a soul. So he was very conflicted as a vampire with a soul.
Right.
But that's another show we can talk about.
Oh my god. The WB.
All right, moving on to my next selection. So this was one that was on
What is that?
Fox 64. It's called Dollhouse. If
What?
anybody had a chance to watch this show was
Oh.
amazing. I absolutely love this show. It starred Eliza Dushka
Mhm.
in this one. Harry Lennox, who was on The Matrix. He's also on Blacklist now. You had Tamo Penniket. He was Paul Ballard. He was a cop that was trying to take down this syndicate here, basically. So the premise of the dollhouse was basically these were a bunch of, they were basically humans, but had their minds wiped. And every time they got put into the system, they could get a new personality and they would take on the personality, but they also had weapon experts. They were, kung fu specialists. They just knew everything and anything. You needed someone to infiltrate a military base, cue one of the characters, and they would become a military genius with, weapons experts and stuff. This was a show that I think did about 2 seasons, but this is a show that had a lot of people that were through different TV shows like Firefly that led into other shows on TV. Alan Tudyk got his start. Well, actually, didn't get a start in this. He got a start in Firefly, but we also know Alan Tudyk from K2SO, and he basically was Hey in Moana, the king in Wreck-It Ralph with the race car. Like, this show started a lot of careers and jump started a lot of them. Amy Acker was on this as well. I'm trying to think of all these other people that were on this show, but this show was absolutely fantastic.
Okay.
It ended
It
too
was
soon.
star-studded.
It really was. But this is a show that ended way too soon. And this is one that I really wish I could have found out how they could have continued it, because this show was definitely fantastic.
Oh my gosh. You have Martian Manhunter and one of the ladies from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. She was, what's her name's mom, wasn't
Yep.
she?
Yep. Yeah, she was. That's
Quake's mom.
I can't think of her name in real life. What was her name? I just had it
Bro,
right
you
here.
had her at one of your shows. Bro.
No, we didn't have Dinchin Lackman. That's the one that's right above the, I hate to say the D, but the lady above the D.
The one with the titty missiles.
The one with the titty missiles.
You know it.
She was on this. She's also on. She started in a lot of TV shows. She's been on Netflix as well for TV shows and stuff. But and then the guy was also on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. that's under the E. Enver Gojikak or something. I don't know how the hell to say his name. Seriously, I don't even.
Oh no, he wasn't on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. He's from Agent Carter.
Can we
That's
move
that's
on?
Sosa. That's
Can
her
we-
Yes,
name.
that's
we-
Sosa.
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 Sosa
With the
Yep,
lip.
that's
Yeah.
Sosa. Yep. So this was a great show.
not
This
all
was
he
one
was.
that was, I believe,
right
done
now.
by Josh Whedon. Another one that he did with the storylines.
Oh, my
This was fantastic. My last one,
Uh-oh.
which you should be coming up to, was another one that was, I know it was an honorable mention for Kat, but this was a TV show that I absolutely loved, when it came out back in 2002. This was starred Nathan Fillion. You had Marina Baccarin was in it, who's going on to star in multiple TV shows. Gotham,
Deadpool.
she was in V, she was in
in
Deadpool. Alan Tudyk was in here again, Summer Glau. You got Adam Baldwin to the far left there. This show had a lot of great cast in it, and the writing was absolutely amazing. Lawrence Fishburne's wife is right there behind Nathan Fillion. I cannot remember her name for life. Gina Torres. This was just a great show. It only had about 14 episodes, but again, same thing like Kat was saying. All out of order. Nothing was, numerical order, kind of jumbled up, and it made it difficult to catch on to and work with. But Summer Glau's character playing Serenity, her brother was the gentleman to the left of Marina Baccarin.
Our vested gentleman.
Yes, our vested gentleman. I've actually met him in real life. The dude is a trash bag.
He looks like it.
Just
Like, I'm not
saying.
gonna.
Oh my god! Middle of a convention,
here
he
we
decides
are.
to get up from his table and go get a tattoo. Who does
What?
that? Yeah, he got up
He
from his
does.
table, went and got a tattoo. Middle of a show. Like, thanks, dude. You're a jerk. We don't like you.
I'm the problem. It's me.
But this was a show like, and it was kind of, it reminded you of like Star Trek meets like a Battlestar Galactica in a way, with some of the cast and some of the stuff that did it in outer space.
Meets a Western.
Yeah, like a Western.
Amazing
It really
Western.
definitely was a Western.
Like Ponderosa.
I don't know
Or
about
Bonanza.
Ponderosa.
Bonanza.
Bonanza. I could see that. But this was like one of my favorite shows back then, and I absolutely loved it. I loved the the ship that they had in it, because one of the
Also
ways
on my arm.
yeah, when the ship landed, it almost looked like a weird animal in a way with the head up
It looked like
on
some
it.
kind of like bug, like
Yeah.
well, just some
It
kind
looks-
of. But her
It
name
looks
is
like that
Serenity.
cartoon vulture from
Oh,
Bugs
Yeah.
duh!
Yeah,
Like a
No, no,
firefly.
no,
Yeah.
no.
Like,
From
okay,
Someone
we're
told
really
me.
doing this. The show is actually called Firefly, and the
Yeah.
ship looks like a firefly, and we really were going
Mhm.
through it right now.
There's
But the
something
ship's
for
name was
dinner.
Serenity.
It's okay.
Love,
It's okay.
great show, great show.
And this was a
Excellent
show
choice.
that it was on one season, and that
Mhm.
ship is iconic to anybody who is in like the love of like ships and sci-fi type TV shows. I know, Mayhem, you're shaking your head. You don't get it. It's all good.
I know.
We love you.
It's right there. Wait, where's
So
my arm?
these are my 3 shows that like very disappointed that they got short, listings.
For sure,
I had
I
2
agree.
honorable mentions. If you want to bring up one of them,
It's
That
another
was the
picture
ship.
of the ship.
this was their wanted things. That was from Dollhouse. I wanted that to be brought up earlier, but it's all good. So
I
this
love
was
this
one of the
show.
ones that was
I
on
love
Fox.
this show, Bergie.
Oh.
You're back in
This-
my graces.
Yo, this show was
Frolic.
fantastic. I absolutely love this because the guy that you see to the far right on the screen,
Mhm.
he also was Abomination, the Incredible Hulk, and She-Hulk
Mhm.
and stuff like that. His name is Tim
Mhm.
Roth. He basically played a lie detector in a way, human lie detector. And you can tell by the mannerisms if the way you twitched your eye muscles, the way
The
you looked
micro
left versus
emotions,
right,
the
all
micro
different stuff, and he
expressions.
could tell when you were lying.
He got all your tells.
Yeah,
Mhm.
he had all your tells. I want to say I think this was maybe 2.5 seasons it got on. It was on Fox. This was a phenomenal show. I absolutely loved this show. This was so good.
3
My-
seasons over 2 years.
I'd hate to play poker against them. Hey,
Yeah,
welcome
right.
back, Patrick.
You're not beating him.
You're not gonna
Not even worth it.
Yep.
No.
Hi, Patrick. Welcome back.
Welcome back, Patrick.
My last one that I had for an honorable mention was this one was
Aw.
called Pushing Daisies.
I
Now,
remember this one.
Pushing Daisies came out right around when there was, I think, the strike happened for the writer's strike.
Right.
And this basically starred what the hell's his name? Oh my God, Lee Pace, who everyone knows from Guardians of the Galaxy, and he played Ronan the Accuser. But he basically had this power where he could touch something and bring it back to life, so it was dead. So he would do this on fruits and vegetables, and he made like cakes and pies and stuff. And he decided that he wanted to figure out how people died, so he'd touch them. He would figure out who killed them because they would tell him who murdered them, and then he would solve the crime and get the reward. Problem is, if he touched you once, he could never touch you again, because if he touched you again, you instantly died. He could never bring you back to life. The woman next to him, her name was Anna Friel. He brought her back to life, and he fell in love with her, and he kept her alive. This lasted 1 season, 22 episodes, but because of the writer's strike, this show got basically shit canned after this. But this show had a lot of great cast in it. Chi McBride.
Wow.
I
Mhm.
love Chi McBride as an actor. I think the dude is phenomenal. Susie Kurtz. You had Kristen Chenoweth in it. This had a really great cast of characters that were in this show. I wish this was a show that could have lasted. I think this would have lasted a few seasons. It was fantastic. But these were my 2 that were honorable mentions.
I have a question. Did he have
Excellent.
relations with that woman?
After he brought her back to life. No,
Did
no,
you
because he couldn't
have
touch her.
relations with this
Okay,
woman?
he couldn't touch her at all.
He couldn't touch her. So the gimmick in the whole show was like the only way he was able to hold her hand is they both wore like the big giant gloves that people wear when they're washing dishes, like dishwashers and stuff. They would wear that and they would hold hands, but they could never
like the
physically
scrubbing
touch.
gloves.
Yeah, because they couldn't touch skin to skin on that, so that was how they did it, and they never physically touched in it.
Because I was getting
And-
ready to say that's a necrophilia joke waiting. to
Yeah,
happen.
I know, and that's why I was like, wait,
Anywho,
they didn't do it.
I just want to bring this up. Did anybody
those-
watch Farscape?
I actually commented under that on Chandra. Farscape is one of my favorite sci-fi shows.
It
I've brought
got
it up in
an
other
ending,
episodes of
though.
ours, but it got 4 seasons and 2 movies, The Peacekeeper Wars. So it really it did get a nice resolution, and then 2 of the actors went on to be on Stargate. So
Right.
can't be mad at that. We got a lot from them.
Yeah,
We did.
there was so
But
many
also
shows.
on my tattoo of ships that's over here.
There was so many shows that we could bring up, from anything from animated all the way to stuff that went into movies that
Mhm.
should be still out and probably would still do very well.
Virgil, I'm gonna give you an 8 for Lie to Me. Reggie, it pains me to do this. It really does. 8.5.
Oh.
Cat.
What?
Oh my God.
Cat, you come on, you already know. 7.
You're gonna give me a
Immediately.
0?
7. This is a 7. And of course, since I have the one that everybody knows, 8.7. You know what I'm saying? So I win.
He's got to have the best,
Oh
right?
my God. Here go the mayhem.
We all had the listen. Reggie almost chose what I had. That doesn't say anything.
I'm going to interrupt you for just a second. I apologize because I want to address something that Chandra just put in the chat. They're called the Peacekeeper Wars, part 1 and 2. They're like made for TV movies, but each one is like I think 2 hours long, like an hour and a half to 2 hours long, and it's a nice resolution to the show. So I do recommend if you're able to find them. I don't know where they're at, but definitely worth a watch. I had them on my hard drive for a long time, and then the hard drive went, so I haven't been able to rewatch them in a while. But the actual show, I think, is available to be watched. I don't know about the Peacekeeper Wars, but I know you can watch Farscape on one of the streaming networks.
Wasn't one of the actresses Gigi Edgley, right? From Farscape?
Yep.
Yeah, she was just at Rhode Island. She's I think she's
fantastic.
Coming to Colorado, right?
Yeah, she's going to Colorado. Yeah.
Yeah. Sweetheart. Absolute sweetheart.
A sweetheart.
She really is.
Boston.
Yes,
I never saw Gallivant.
Rayanne, I apologize. Gallivant did not even hit my radar, but you are so right. You are so right. Gallivant, I could have watched that forever.
This is true.
Well,
I think we had some really good choices today.
I do. I think everyone had really great choices. I want to thank you all for joining me and bullying me into hosting this episode.
Bullying? We did a look at the draw. You lost.
There was no draw.
Yes, I randomly chose.
You collectively just picked me.
No, I picked you.
I think it was the right decision.
Bergie agreed. Reggie wasn't even near the computer, and he picked you. It was
once again, thank all of you for hanging out with us. I know that we get a little bit titty missiled sometimes, but for the most part, I hope that we bring something fun and exciting and joyful to you every week, because there's just not enough joy in the world. So
really quick before we end the show, tell us who should host the next episode, and go.
Reggie.
The fans have to let us know. The people in chat.
Oh, the fans.
Whoever's watching, pick a host. Pick a host.
Pick a host.
Thank you, guys. We have Daddy, the disappointment.
Daddy, the disappointment, 2 D's and a B. Yo, Bergie. Bergie.
All right.
2 votes for Daddy.
I love you all.
I say Daddy. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you come on time, Daddy.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. I hope that you have a wonderful night. Thank you to my amazing co-hosts for always bringing it. And hope you guys have a great night. This has been an episode of 4-Letter Nerd, a Hyro Geekix Unlimited production, and we'll catch you next time. Please awkwardly end this podcast.
Peace.
You know what's crazy?
And you know, he's awkwardly ending it.
Wingardium, but.